Somebody once said you could take all the money in the world out of the hands of everybody, out of all the wealthy people in the world who are really successful, give it to other people. It wouldn't take too long. Those people would have it back in their hands. It's not because they're manipulative. It's because they have a standard. Some are manipulative, don't get me wrong, but they got a standard of what they're going to find a way to make happen. I'm just simply saying to you, take those 3 magic words and live them. Raise your standard. And when I talk about standards, when I talk about, shoulds versus musts, think about your own life. I know there have been areas in your life where some point in time you just shifted and you raised the standard and your life changed. Because whatever people have their identity attached to, they live. We live who we believe we are. That's just how it works. It's just kind of like, I'll give you an example. Look at your physical body. Your physical body today is an absolute reflection of only one thing. Not your goals, not your desires, but your standards. The identity you have for yourself. If your standard is you're an athlete, then there's a certain amount of strength, a muscle tone, and energy that's available in your body on a regular basis because that's who you are. And so you do whatever's necessary to maintain that identity. Again, the strongest force in the human personality is this need to stay consistent with how we define ourselves. Very often you're getting what you're asking for. You're just not aware of how general you're asking. Clarity is power. The more clear you are about exactly what it is you want, the more your brain knows how to get there. Your brain is a servo mechanism. It's like a bomb. Those bombs, those missiles, they have a servo mechanism. So if the target moves, it knows what the target is, it follows it. Your brain, when you condition it, knows exactly what to go for and it'll find a way to get there. Did you ever buy a certain outfit or a certain car and suddenly see that car outfit everywhere? How many of you have had that experience? Say, aye. How come that car outfit's everywhere? It always was everywhere, but now you notice it. And the reason is because there's a part of your brain called the reticular activating system, the RAS. That part of your brain determines what you notice and what you don't notice. Your brain spends most of its time trying to make sure you don't notice because you'll go crazy if you notice everything. But when you decide what's most important to you, your brain goes after it. Everyone I know who's successful builds what I call an RPM plan. An RPM is built on the metaphor that the way to get from where you are to where do you want to go to the fastest is you got to build power, like in a car, RPMs. And the R stands for they know the result they're after. They know what they want precisely. If you don't know exactly what you want or you let yourself get beyond that into something general, you're not going to achieve it. Clarity is power. You got to know the specific result you're after. What do you want? If you can't answer that question right now in your personal life, in your body, in your relationships, in your finances, in your spirituality, then you're not going to be as fulfilled as you want to be. But the second thing you have to understand is what are people's blueprints? Blueprints my shorthand for what are their values? What do they believe? What do they fear? I always say to people that life is found in the dance between what you desire most and what you fear most. If I want to lead you and support you, I got to know your goals, your desires. I got to know what you're scared about, what you're fearful about, what stresses you out. And if I understand that, I can communicate in a way that'll inspire you to maximize, not only when I'm here, that's management. Leadership is I'm gone and you've raised your own standard and you're going to continue to perform at a higher level.
When you look at over 33 million people have lost their job. This is unprecedented. There's trauma that's going on all across the country. It affects all of us. There are things that we can do and things that we must do to pick ourselves up. Success is not final, and failure is not fatal. We all have the challenge to search deep within ourselves to find our inner hunger, which is our power.
But I knew a lot of us want to find peace first. So people say, man, you always talk about this suffering and pain. And I'm at peace right now because I went through that. You don't find peace first. If you do, Merry Christmas. More power to you. More power to you. I found peace on the opposite end of finding myself.
You already know who you are. And that peace that we're after lies somewhere beyond personality. Your need for acceptance can make you invisible in this world. Don't let anything stand in the way of the light that shines through this form. Risk being seen in all of your glory. You are ready and able to do beautiful things in this world. And after you walk through those doors today, you will only ever have two choices: love or fear.
What I'm doing right now right? This path, is it going to get me there? Whatever you're doing right now, that would get you there, right? And if not, doesn't matter what you do. It's just, that's the wrong path, because this path will never get you there.
People who want to be successful normally don't think about what it's going to cost them. Success is going to cost you way beyond money. But the other things that you don't know is how much time it's going to cost you, the friendships that it may cost you. Success comes with a price that's normally bigger than what most people want to pay.
You cannot win the war against the world if you can't win the war against your own mind.
Winston Churchill said it best. Success is going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm.
Abraham Lincoln said, if I had 6 hours to chop a tree down, I'll spend 4 hours sharpening my axe. You need to spend some time sharpening your mind and being around the right people. Did you hear what I just said? Being around the right people is so important. Mental resolve, so important. Willingness to learn, so important. Continuously learning. And being around the right people, it taps into your miracle working power. Miracles to me are things that God does for you, through you, as you, and you are able to do things that you know, whoa, that you didn't do it. You say, look at God. Come on, somebody. Look at God up in here, up in here. Whoa, thank you, Father. Oh, thank you. Oh, my goodness. I feel like hitting a little step right now. Jerusalem, I feel like hitting a step, but that's okay. I better cool off. Ooh. Yes. So you ever just get excited by yourself? Sometimes when I think about how good he's been to me, I'm going to get up anyhow. Oh, my goodness gracious. Yeah, look here. I'm about to hit a step. Come on, baby, let the good time roll. Y'all don't know about that. Okay. Oh, my goodness. I know he didn't stand up and show his Mickey Mouse pajamas. He needs some help. Will somebody call his children and tell them they need to talk to their father? Okay. All right. Ooh. I'm having a hot flash. Ooh. I call it a power surge. I used to laugh at my mother and my sister, Margaret Ann, but they had hot flashes. I don't do that no more. I don't laugh no more. Used to laugh at them. Now I'm one of them. If you're ready to go to another level, if you're ready to live a life that will outlive you, if you're ready to answer the call on your life, job is what you work for. Calling is what you're made for. You ready to be coached, and how I teach you and train you, it won't interfere with what you're doing now, but it will move you like on steroids in the direction of what you are made for. That's what I do. You didn't know? Ask anybody, say, you ever heard of Mamie Brown's Baby Boy? They'll tell you. I've been doing this for this make the 52nd year. February the 17th. I'll be 76. Who does that? 76. Wow. Whoa. To God be the glory. You want to know how I got here? Oh, come on, Luther. Come on, Luther Barnes. God's grace. Oh. Yes. I'm going to take you to another level. I'm going to get the butter from the duck. Be ready to be stretched. Be ready to be challenged. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Bye for now.